Trap. Special. Zest. King. 2021 GSL Season 3 Codex. Africa TV Freak Up Studio Live 2021 GSL Season 3.
No more TVPs. We're going to a Protoss versus Protoss trap. I mean, you gotta say he's the favorite, but like Artosis said earlier, Zest can win in a best of 3. It is possible.
Yes.
I think it's not that likely, but it is possible.
It's definitely possible. I mean, Trap should be a bit stronger here, no doubt, but Zest is deadly. He knows how to make charge lots staceless. I checked. You see how many charge lots he made that last game? If he does that again, but against Protoss,
He's got this, dude.
some genius on the ladder figured out that charge lots actually do beat Immortals. So the whole, PvP,
It's one of the only units Immortals don't just outright beat.
it's a battle of two players with just all the greatest tools at their disposal.
That's the best way to say that.
Yeah.
What you just did there. It truly is a battle of two players with, what do you say, great tools at their disposal?
Just fantastic tools
Yeah.
at their disposal. Who's to say who's better?
Well, we have a system in place for that, Artosis.
Excellent.
We're going to go to Romanticide for Game 1 in this best of 3, guys. Zest versus Trap, the winner. The first player to get to the round of 8 of the GSL.
Codex. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. Africa Freaks, Trap.
PvP tasteless.
PP. What are you thinking, Artosis?
I'm just thinking I can't wait to see where they hide their buildings and if they're just going to expand or not. Watch those hallucinated phoenixes fly back and forth.
That's the best part of PvP. I have to, when I see the
My
hallucinated
favorite part
Phoenix
is when
come
the hallucinated phoenixes, after they take their nexuses and the hallucinated phoenixes check and see that they all both have the same thing, and then the hallucinated phoenixes go away and they both make forges. That's the part where I'm like, yeah!
It's hard for me to cast because I'm trying to not cheer.
I know.
You know?
It can be difficult.
So, Zest here in the bottom right, Trap in the top left. There's so many different forks and PvP openings, and therefore there's a ton of different kind of interactions you can have with the different build orders and how they interact with each other. So we'll let the game pan out a little bit further along here, and then we'll have an idea of what the goals are going to be and what to watch for. But yeah, until that core is done, we don't really have much to remark on. Not quite as redundant as ZVZ is sometimes when they're both literally mirroring each other, where it's like, yep.
Well, here we have something a little bit different. We have 2 Adept versus 2 Stalker. Stalker's coming out of Trap. So Zest looking to quite likely be the slightly more aggressive one on the side of harassment. See if he throws down Stargate or not. Looks like we have a battery going down there so that he can trap the probe. Here come the 2 Adepts.
Yeah, throws the pylon down there to buy time. Can't make the Nexus there until it's pushed away. He does kill the probe. This probe as well in the main is going to be shot down.
Yeah, only shows one of his Stalkers, which is really nice because you can't tell now if it's Stalker Sentry or Stalker Stalker.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Artosis. The Nexuses are basically mirrored as far as starting times. But we do have Trap beginning to push out on the map.
Yeah, Trap's actually making a couple of Adepts as a follow-up here. Oh, even more Adepts. Yeah, this is kind of a cute move, right? Because if the Shades come up, like, you can block this and then kill them with your own Adepts, right? Oh, they get canceled right away. Stalker's coming back up. Zest with the Twilight. Oh, yeah. There it goes.
It's what I'm talking about. I knew it was coming.
Honestly,
so
I think the cheaper hallucination was a very good thing, but sometimes it's hilarious when you both have 3 Oracle or 3 sentries.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we both know what each other are doing forever now. But there they go. We actually have Zest up 4 workers, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big in PvP this early on.
Yeah, there's a lot of adepts coming in, so he might actually blast this down.
Yeah, let's see how this actually works.
Oh, the overcharge is slaying
perfectly
right now.
timed it there. Yeah, he completely shut that down.
Yeah, only loses 1. Like, I like the idea of the 4 adepts to pick off sentries. Like, you can get some real value there, but in this situation...
Oh, wow, he's going to kill these 2 adepts over here as well.
Dude, yeah,
that Shade's not even going to finish, shuts that down. That's a lot to lose early on, man.
Remember when you were saying that Trap was just going to easy Zest?
I know, man. Oh! All right, kills another one.
Normally I want to be you, Tasteless, but not right now.
Not right now, no. It's hell over here, man. Let me tell you.
I bet. Oh, actually, at the end of all that, it's kind of funny. It's like they have almost exactly the same stuff, but 1 more sentry for Trap after that.
Yeah, Forge coming down now for Zest. We're going to be probably going into a pretty long game here. Forges on both sides.
Yeah, when you see the Forges,
it means they're going to be upgrading. They don't want to try to throw their army away or attack in too soon.
Trap coming out with a couple adepts in the prism there. Kind of tracks those adepts for a little bit. See if he gets anything done with this prism. Yeah, I gotta follow that with that hallucinated Phoenix. He thinks he's under attack, he's not really.
Yeah, chasing that War Prism away. He's going to dump out the 2 adepts over here. Shade to try to come in here and scout and see what's going on. A third base is not that far away here. We've talked about this map before, but it's true here too in PvP, is that the third base is pretty easy to get and then hold.
Yeah.
Which basically means that we do have a lot longer games on here.
You almost always get to a third base in this map in PvP. It's just... And then when you get to a third base, a 4th base isn't that far off.
Right.
On 3-base economy, you both can produce so much that a faulty attack is really bad, and it's hard to line that up like a good
There's
a good
really like no incentive to attack early on this map, really at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're attacking up a ramp and everything, unless you really caught him in the early game. Anyways, Robo on the way here for Zest. Zest is coming up with a good group of Stalkers. Does have that advantage, these Stalkers. Can he force a cancel here from Trap? Oh, gets the pylon, gets a probe, killed 2 pylons in fact. Brings up a couple sentries now. He could zone out the Immortal or maybe even trap it. Look at this, he's actually shading in a couple of depths here as well. I really like this move.
Right.
And he forces the cancel, man.
This is just all alone over here. Can he actually get that one Immortal? I think he can.
Dude,
big
Zest
kill.
Slaying right now. Look at this.
Zest is murdering here. Oh my god, great play there. Now these 2 adepts are going to come in here and try to harass, but I mean, Zest is really in such a good spot. It's hard to see how Trap can really circumvent this position.
It's a bad spot for him. Like, he still has some options. He's not dead right now, but this looks very, very good for Zest. Look at this. He's got Stalkers here waiting. Using that body block as best he can. But even losing a few probes, it doesn't matter that much. Like, yeah, you lose 4 probes. He's up 7 and a Nexus. Now, Trap is still producing Immortals. And Zest is starting his own Immortal production. What I really want to see out of Zest is a Gateway Explosion in charge.
Yeah.
And if he just, like, it gets, a couple Archons, gets into mass charge with this kind of economic advantage, like, just take that 4th Nexus, he's going to be so good to go.
Yeah. Nexus coming out now. over at that fourth, like you were saying, Artosis. The Observer's going to spot this, so Trap has an idea of kind of where this game's at. He's going to be coming down here from the bottom.
Yeah.
And he can maybe hit this base that we're looking at right now, but I was saying that, but now the army's over here and he's basically ready, so I don't think Trap can really get anything done with this, but let's see what he tries.
You can't come up the hill with this, I think.
I don't think so, but let's see.
Yeah, he warps in some Zealots, so like maybe that's the play, is try to push him back. But honestly, with a battery, with a cannon, I
think Trap basically is trying to just make something happen here because, he's already in such a bad spot. There is going to be a drop up here in the main, but it seems like even here, this is really bad. He's going to recall the Immortals, but like it's just getting so tough to see any kind of positive, net outcome here for Trap.
It's a bad, bad place to be in. He is way down right now, and he's doing the correct thing, I would say, which is going into 2 Robo Disruptor. Like this is when you're in really bad shape PvP like this, I think that's it. Like the Disruptor is the ultimate comeback unit, right? You get a couple lucky Disruptor hits, and suddenly it's even again.
Yeah. Stalker's coming up though. This is going to be a big moment here. I mean, Zest has got a pretty pronounced
It's twice
lead.
the army supply.
And I do worry that actually, we talk about third bases being safe, but when you have this much, it's kind of weird that all right. That was an odd little exchange there. I was going to say, when you have this much, you might be able to just force a fight and take the game.
Yeah.
And that would be huge, by the way. That means Zest is up 1 game.
Hallucinates a bunch of Archons here to tank that additional damage.
Oh,
Joins up his army together.
Damn, look at this. This ocean of Protoss units coming up here. Blinks on top to kill the Immortals here.
No overcharge or anything.
Yeah, this game is done. He just smoked him, man. GG. Zest takes game 1. Trap, kind of the big upset of the day so far.
Yeah, Zest really, really smashed him there. Solid opener, played well overall. Trap tried to get a little bit aggressive with that early Adept push. The overcharge was there. It was ready for Zest. And he just didn't really let go of the game. Like his Blink upgrade worked out fantastically for him as well, let's not forget.
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting, Trap's opening overall, right? Because he went like Adepts into Immortal and a Prism. And that's not really a popular opening, right? Like Adept Oracle is pretty common. And just, I mean, Blink in general is such a good upgrade in the early game of PvP. So Zest just kind of played around him with like a more standard line.
Lightshade is game number 2. Or Trap probably gonna have to have a different approach. We had a build up into a macro game, but PvP a lot of times can be extremely action-packed, extremely short. Anyways, guys, our game is loading up. It is so good to be back, Artosis. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. Let's go to game 2 with Zest and Trap now.
GSL Season 3, Codex. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Zest. Africa Freaks, Trap.
All right. See if
okay. Right. Let's see what these gamers are gonna do, huh? What do you say?
That's what we're here for. Let's see it.
Dude, it's so good to be out of my house after those 10 days of quarantine, man.
What did you do as soon as you were unquarantined? Because you were unquarantined like noon, right? Were you like at the door with your shoes on at 11:59?
I mean, I left right away. Yeah, I went. I got a haircut because I was beginning. I get my beard trimmed just about every 2 weeks because otherwise it becomes very unseemly. But I had I was like about to be at the point before the quarantine happened where I would get that done, so I immediately went and got a haircut. Then I met up with a friend.
Yeah.
Started drinking alcohol in the afternoon. I've been so starved for socializing.
Yeah.
Went and had dinner with another friend. Came home.
Wow, what a day.
That was all I did was stay out of my house. I was going all over Seoul.
Yeah. Well.
Had to get it out of my system, Artosis.
No, I can believe that for sure. Sometimes, people need to get out some. It's
well, it's funny.
This happens with my kids, where it's
Yeah.
like they just need to run. Like I need to bring them somewhere and let them just do their thing. You know?
Well, it's funny because like most of my days I am in my house all day, but it's the fact that I can't like go down the street that is the weird part.
For me personally, I just feel less guilty about not leaving them. Like, oh, well, I can't.
So, you know, in this game, we have Zest with already taking a 1-0 lead. That would be huge. There is a realistic possibility that it's Zest and Trap that get out of this group. As good as Special and Keen are, Zest and Trap are, I'd say they have a few more accomplishments under their belt.
I honestly could see, you know, if Trap wins this series, I could see any two players getting out. If Zest wins this series, I think the two Protoss get out. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like for Keen, Special, and Zest, like really any one of them could get second place. Like Zest is playing pretty well, but I think that Special and Keen are playing well enough to beat him. That being said, I think Special is a little bit favored against Keen. I think his TVT is a bit better than Keen's.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we do have a proxy going down, a proxy robo here from Trap. We have the Stargate in the main base from Zest. Trap once again with the 4 Adepts. And interesting, huh?
Yeah, Trap is going to come in here, pack it a punch. You know, when you have the Robo there, the Immortal can get there a little bit more quickly. I think this is going to go nicely against a player that goes Stargate first as well. Wow.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
It's funny.
But yeah, okay, so he kills 2 Adepts for 1. Stalkers are out. Does make the wall so they can't get in. That actually went really well for Trap. We don't have a battery down here, so...
That is true.
As this Immortal comes out, this might turn very poorly for Zest.
Okay.
Does have an Oracle going across the map.
That Immortal's coming out. Now, the problem with the Oracle is it doesn't really help in any kind of defense, but it could go over there and hit some probes.
Yeah, I don't know that he
basically-
has a battery in that line. I think he does not. Oh, he does.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, my goodness.
I guess he's going to be fine. I mean, you can burn through the energy and still get some kills at least. Okay.
Okay, that's another way to do it.
Yeah, some lost mining time and all that. And it looks like he's actually going for an attack. But there's a counterattack coming up from Trap that is way stronger. I think Trap is just going to walk up this ramp and, like,
I think he just
kill
kills him, yeah. So,
well, he's trying to kill him as well.
yeah, they're both trying to kill each other.
This game is violent.
Yeah, oh, that's big.
Yeah.
No more gateway units here. And now he's just going to dive on the
love
battery.
it. Really smart move there from Zest.
Really giving it to him.
Dude,
And there's nothing to protect these probes right now.
No, there's really nothing at all. And in fact, Trap is coming back. Now, hold on, because he didn't kill a Nexus, whereas Trap did kill a Nexus. So that's like a big difference in what's happened here. Like, this group of units is not going to kill a Nexus either because Trap is actually walking home with everything.
He's got a really good engage. He just one-shotted that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get the pylon again.
Oh, God.
And he's going to recall.
Oh, the Oracle
he
gonna die too.
mismanaged that. That's too bad. Oh, there's 2 more Adepts in there. I think. Yeah, they're there.
That's going to be a lot of probes.
He's just making Void Rays. What a game.
That's the way to do it. Void Rays are a great call here, I think. Dude, this has been wild. So Trap is down 8 workers, but he does have double Nexus. So he can produce workers really, really quickly. Voids... We normally don't see Voids like scale up in a macro game, right? Like early on, like let's say you have 3 Voids with whatever army pretty early,
right?
Like you chrono boost 3 Voids out and you kind of walk across with what you have. That's going to be very, very strong. But as the game continues, they become less and less effective.
Well, let's see how the exchange goes coming up here. Oh, I'm sorry. He's not even going to engage us. He's going to come down here and just take this out. This makes perfect sense.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
Now, does Trap want to try to protect this or maybe try to counterattack? It looks like he's...
Yeah, I think he just sits at home. I think he just takes it because he has the double Nexus, right?
I think
But
so.
even with the double Nexus, like his probe count is not going to quite catch up. They're going to be about even on probes after all this. Zest's army looking really kind of funny and wonky right now. I really like the Twilight coming up from Trap. Ooh. Okay. Okay, look at Zest here. He's getting a support bay. So he made it immortal. He has 3 voids, which is generally, that's like the number. Now, Void Ray Disruptor is kind of a composition in PvP. It's not very popular, but like I mean, as far back as what 2016 or something, it was being used somewhat, right? Because it's like, well, the Void Rays do well, and then Disruptors, if they blink in, can kind of blow up anything.
Right.
I don't know that that's what he's going to go for. Like, do you continue to make the Voids? He is going Disruptor.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think this is a smart move, actually. I mean, they're both basically stuck powering, right? And especially Trap. Like, he definitely can't take a third base. So he's going to have to build up. And once he gets the Warp Prism speed, yeah, I think he can basically, if he's not going to harass, he can just try to push into the front.
It's interesting that he's even, the Warp Prism speed is like,
It's far away.
It's such a wonky game, this one. It's so different.
Yeah.
Like, this is one that you can't really prepare for, right? This is a game where, like, if we suddenly added SOS to the map, I'm like, oh, he wins this game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know
because
what you
it's
mean.
so bizarre that it's, like, hard to...
I think
like, look at these unit comps. This doesn't even...
Well, I might
is
be
this
wrong,
a Warcraft 3 army? What am I looking at?
I think he's going to just actually break the entrance in here. The Immortal
think
can't...
so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
the Immortal can't dodge the Disruptor shot, or if
yeah.
he hits the sentries. I mean, whatever he does, there's nothing that actually stops.
Oh, well, he gets 1 probe instead of killing the army.
That's not what I thought he was going to do at all. That's so weird that he did that.
Yeah,
okay.
if you're actually right. If he had gone for the sentries, that would have been a huge move. Yeah. You know what, Tasteless? You're the pro gamer.
That's right. That's why they made me talk, because all I do is win otherwise.
It would be too boring.
Yeah.
Maru trying to go over after the G5L trophy, which we would have called the Tasteless Award.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
The D trophy. Well, I guess he's just going to back off. And, I mean, you can go for a third Nexus. I mean, there's no rule in the game that says you have to kill him on 2 bases. It seemed like he had a good setup to do it, but I don't know. I mean,
yeah, no, I think if he gets a juicy Disruptor hit, and sentries are not the best at dodging Disruptor hits. It's not like he had a lot of places to run to or split to there either. So I think he could have gotten a good one. Okay, worker count, we have Trap at the advantage. Supply count, we have Zest at the advantage. But what are the actual armies? Zest is base gun mass Blinkstalker with 3 voids and a Disruptor in a speed prism. And Trap? He has charge. It's so weird. It's such a weird looking game.
Colossus coming now here for Zest.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
When your opponent, if your opponent goes Phoenixes to counter your Disruptors, Colossus is actually a very good counter to that, because the Phoenixes don't. It's like, yes, they can hit the Colossus.
They
but that's
do.
not,
Yeah, the Colossus is like an air unit. It can take damage there, but it doesn't. The thing is, the Colossus deals damage so much faster than the Phoenixes can actually.
Yeah,
kill it.
Phoenixes don't pick off a Colossus
The
very
Colossus
quickly.
basically has served its purpose even after it's been killed. It's like, no, we got 4 volleys off. This is fine.
Yeah, the Phoenix is not as useful in that situation, so that's pretty consistent damage output, and it's only 1 Disruptor. So, like, the fact that we have 4 Phoenixes out to deal with 1 Disruptor, that's overkill, you know? It's like one of those games. You remember, there was this time in Protoss vs. Terran where you'd make 1 Colossus, and they'd have like 8 Vikings. And you just laugh as 8 Vikings killed your Colossus in like 2 volleys and then landed and died.
Yeah, landed and all died in a second.
Yeah. They land into your Immortals because that's what you were actually building. You don't even have Thermal Lance. It's like a glorified Zealot.
It looks like Trap's going to try to push in over here. Now, I feel like Zest is safe, but let's see what happens. This is a pretty sizable army. He could come out here and kind of box him out of the opportunity to take a 4th base, but it seems like instead Trap's going to stay pretty mobile on the map.
These armies are just like, we're starting to get into armies that actually look like armies for PvP.
Yeah, yeah.
But like about a minute ago, you know, have you ever seen those studies where it's like, yeah, like if you give a chess grandmaster, like you show them a chessboard with a position, they can like reproduce it. But if it's like if just random pieces,
if it doesn't make any sense, like
if it doesn't make any sense, they can't reproduce it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you try to tell me to tell you what units were on the map a minute ago, I'm like, I have no idea, man.
That's so funny.
All right, looks like Zest attacking in here.
Oh, this is a very poor attack by Zest.
Ooh.
Oh, meanwhile, Trap just completely trashing that 3rd base.
Oh, that's painful. But hold on, he hasn't lost that many probes yet. He lost a couple batteries. Oh, the probe's starting to fall, though. 10 probes end up dying. He's not that far down as far as
Can he try
that
to
supply
counterattack,
goes.
though, now? Oh, wow, look at this Trap. Never mind, he's going to be attacking.
Oh, I don't think
Zest.
he can attack right now.
I feel like that's counterintuitive, but let's see where he goes. Sometimes they move their armies out with no real intention of trying to commit to any kind of engagement.
No, this army doesn't look like an attacking army yet. I think right now Trap is doing the right thing. Like he did a counterattack. He's still making disruptors, which is really, really good here, because disruptors actually counter Colossus very well.
Right.
And yeah, he's taking that 4th base. So I like Trap here now. This has been a weird and wonky game, and it felt like Zest might win it a couple times, but look at that Archon, how sad that Archon is right now.
Yeah.
He wants a Speed Prism to get him, but the Phoenixes will kill it then. You see that Speed Prism come over and then turn around, and Archon's like, no,
please.
I'm so good against
I
Phoenixes.
want to get out of quarantine. I tested negative.
I would actually drop him in the base if he tested positive, honestly.
Is he going to commit up here? He's going to be over where the probes are. The Zealots are going to come down over at that board.
He gets a disruptor, kills like 3 disruptors there. Beautifully done by Zest. Very good engage, very good force fields.
These Zealots continuing to hammer at this Nexus.
It's so funny, those are slow Zealots too.
Yeah.
Look at him try to run. They're so slow.
Do your best, speed walk, Zealots. Wow, slow Zealots suck. But Zest is still basically out here trying to kind of stay on the edge and try to do damage wherever he can. Again, you know, Zest does not have a 4th base. He needs to get this up eventually. Wow, a lot of Zealots warped in.
He needs that charge upgrade, man. Look at Trap, though. Trap has 25 Zealots right now.
It's pretty wild.
Okay, did his charge finish, or is he not getting it?
Whoa, just fires down on that disruptor there.
Thingamajig.
That thingamajig, the whirligig thing over there.
The whirligig.
Yeah. Suddenly I forgot what that unit's called. I don't know.
Oh, this is...
Oh, that was sick.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was one of the best disruptor shots ever.
He's going to run this army off the map. Oh, but he does kill that Nexus.
He does have the charge
But, I mean,
upgrade.
all the key units were just destroyed up here.
Yeah.
Archons and everything else.
His tech is gone. And, like, we knew it was eventually going to die, but I think actually the saddest part of that was all the Stalkers going down basically for free.
Yeah, that one disruptor shot that hit like 6 Stalkers or something.
And now Zest has to do counterattack plays. There's nothing else left for him here. Flies right over some cannons, no problem.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. Going to drop on top of these disruptors. And, I mean, this is a lot of damage he's doing here. They're both going to end up losing their 3rd. This is becoming to be getting a little bit similar to what we saw. Oh, my God!
Yeah, it doesn't quite get rid of that disruptor in time. Does get a nice volley off there. Picking off, oh my God, he has mass DTs. He's picking off the robos.
And there's no detection.
Just some cannons here and there.
Oh, this is sick.
Where's this army going?
I don't know what he's doing.
Now
Like,
he's going to
watch
kill
this. I saw the game with Keen.
Keen did this to me and I do it to you.
He has to make a new robo.
Dude, yeah. Okay, so there's actually 8 DTs on the map. Oh my God.
My word.
Dude, he has 1 cannon is natural, right? That's it? Like, disruptors can still hit the DTs if they're not up here trying to hit these. Look at this.
Damn, this is insane, dude. Those are Archons for later, too.
This guy is like part SOS.
Oh my God. Okay, nice angle over here for Trap.
SOS is his real dad, Tasteless. This is the craziest thing ever. Target the Robos.
Oh my God!
Oh, man.
We got him. You must be punished for what you did.
The DTs, though, have done so much. And here's the funny thing, Tasteless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can see them now? Well, see this. They turn into Archons.
This is crazy.
Dude, this was...
One observer's just now started.
Trap's
By the
army,
way,
though, is so big.
With the number of observers and stuff that hits air, you can just snipe their one observer. You know what I mean?
He's making more, though. He's getting observer speed for microing.
I guess it's not as big of a deal since he morphed those Archons, but I mean, still, worth pointing out here.
Yeah. Well, now you've got him spending all of his gas and robo build time on observers! Still, though, Zest's actual army is not very strong comparatively.
Yeah.
He did some amazing moves there that were so sick, but...
Oh, I'm worried now from this big Trap counterattack here.
You see Trap just kind of combing the map, trying to box him in.
Where are those? Oh my God, he's going to send these Archons over here.
Yeah.
What? What? What is he doing?
Well, I think he has to go for the attack. That might have been like an F2 moment or something. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know what that was.
Okay, picking off observers. Maybe you were right. Maybe that's going to be the move.
He could just kill all these workers.
I mean, he's picking off a lot of stuff, but he's losing his third during this.
Nobody really has a healthy income here. The thing is, if Disruptor shots are really good, then maybe Trap wins, but otherwise...
Archon's not very good in this situation, truly.
Wow. Ooh. Okay, I think Trap lives.
Yeah, well, it's 38 supply to 84 at this point.
Doesn't have anything. So that's going to bring us into Game 3. Hell yeah.
Sick game.
GG.
Sick game.
Yeah,
Zest,
really cool PvP, honestly.
Yeah, Zest sniping of the Robos with the mass DTs to kind of hold on was super cool, but Trap just kept enough army alive, got into a lot of disruptors. The big mistake from Zest was when he got his whole army killed in the top right. Even though Trap's army was higher quality, Zest had enough units to play around and do things. It's just, he lost all of them.
Yeah.
And like that one disruptor shot that killed like 8 Blink Stalkers, you just can't have things like that happen. That's why that unit is so deadly and why it's used for comebacks. Because when you get a shot like that, it's like, well, unless you get a counter shot that's like that, you're basically done.
We're going to Blackburn, and I'll tell you what, man, both these guys just want to get out of this group and get it over with. You've got 2 great Terran players waiting in the losers match. You don't want to deal with that. Obviously, they're evenly matched. You know, we're going to the final game here. I think Zest, there was moments where maybe he could have done something to win that game, but these have been very, very complicated technical games.
Yeah, very strange.
Anyways, our game's ready. Let's go to Blackburn.
Really tasty.
GSL Season 3.
It was coming. You just had to trust me.
Well, it'll eventually come, Taste. It's just like the sun will eventually die. Blackburn. This could actually be a very interesting map.
Yeah, well, it's shaped differently, right? So there's a lot of stuff you can do right away.
Yeah, and this is like one of the only maps that we still get Phoenix battles on.
Right. Very true. Yeah, so you have both players starting here at the bottom. I guess we're not going to do the player intros? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I think that our observer thought he was going to catch something crazy. And
Well, ramped naturals, it's so common that it looks exactly like this, and then you both build pylons to block the natural nexus, and then you tech up, even though you were like pretending you were going to make a nexus.
Yeah.
It's kind of a funny to and fro. Oh, did you see that little probe slip out of there?
So sneaky.
He is. He just got it out too. Trap, what are you doing?
Trap's going to dirtbag him.
I think he might.
So what does he make over here?
Well, this is so interesting to me.
I mean, it's so close to Zest's.
Neither of them are actually blocking the nexuses.
Well, at this point in time, he probably wants him to make a nexus, right? You're like,
yeah. But if Trap, or if Zest doesn't block Trap's nexus, then Trap doesn't make a nexus. That tells you that something is going on.
Yeah, if there's not a nexus, it can only mean that there's going to be something aggressive here.
Right.
Whether that's, proxied or in your base. So he's committed.
It has to be Void Ray, right?
I was about to say that. I was going to say I think it would probably be a Void Ray push. You could basically just come down, put a battery again in the front. You know, these Wallens that are designed to stop Adepts and other units from just coming inside of your base. You have important buildings like the Gateway and the Cybernetics core there, and a lot of times in these rushes, especially when you kill the core, they can't make anything that's useful for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes that's all it takes. I mean, there's other
for sure.
things as well, but it's good enough that you can kind of just knock them out.
Okay, so this all coming across. This is, what a funny looking game this one is.
Yeah.
All right, the Nexus starts for Zest, but he actually made a Stargate at approximately the same time as Trap. And look at this scout by Zest. He knows something's missing. Like, the money doesn't add up. They're both playing Protoss, so he can look at what he has and what Trap has.
Right.
And be like, okay, well, obviously, there is something else going on unless he has 700 minerals in his bank.
Yeah. He forgot to spend his money. That's great.
He forgot the Nexus!
I'm going to the round of 8 of GSL now.
Yeah.
And this would be like our games. The story of it didn't make. Okay, so the Void Ray's coming.
Dude, they're both
Batteries
making Voids, though.
Yeah, well, I do feel like the Void Ray can actually just stop the other Void Ray. Okay, here we go. Oh, but the extra Stalker shot's pretty handy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now, he's not going to be able to stop Warp Gate from coming in, but again, if you kill the core, they can't make Stalkers or Sentries or anything else.
Yeah, that is highly, highly annoying. He's going to have to restart the core, because he needs to be able to build, like, batteries and stuff. Like,
right.
Starts a Forge here as well, so we might end up seeing some cannons. Yeah. Pushes him off for now, which is good and important. Making a lot of batteries. And here's kind of the
Would you want to use the battery to heal the core, or is that just not worth it? Is
No.
it probably you want to save the energy, I guess, for the unit? Kind of answer my own question there.
You can't lose the Voids.
Wow.
All right, now he has 2 Voids of his own over the batteries. And I think he'll add some cannons here.
The thing is, there's just 2 pylons here. Ooh, he baits him out again.
Oh my
Hull
God,
damage on that one
tasteless.
Void Ray.
Yeah, okay, he uses the overcharge. So important here. Don't forget, he does have overcharge. That is like a huge difference. Okay, a couple cannons are being made. He needs another pylon, though. This is actually the super dangerous thing going on. This should be Zest's game, I think. Like, with the additional Nexus, if you just make, like, 2 extra probes, your economy is so much better here, too.
Ooh, one Void Ray goes down, but he takes down the other one here.
God.
The damage is beginning to spike.
Yeah. Oh, he actually did kill one of the Void Rays here, so it's 1 Void against 1 Void. Now with the cannons out.
Yeah, the cannons change the math quite a bit.
They really do. They make it a lot harder for these Stalkers, which was the one big edge that Trap has.
He's going to unpower this battery. Is that another pylon being made over there?
Yeah. No, that's a cannon. Oh my God.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought it was a pylon.
Well, the cannon is useful, but
well, the thing is now
he's almost out of energy on everything too.
Yeah, the batteries are going to be paperweights in a second here. Oh, gets another one. That's big.
That is huge, and he had that overcharge there to really make sure he could get through.
I think Zest might just outlast him.
Yeah.
You know, again, this really comes down to whether or not Trap can end the game here. Zest is the one with the extra Nexus, therefore has the extra patches to mine from. Can you just send these Adepts over into the main? I guess that's too much of a travel distance to go all the way around.
Once he kills this gate, they get up. Like,
oh, that's a good point.
They can get
that's
up
a very good point.
Yeah. Maybe you're supposed to make like a cannon in your line up in the main or something, but look at this, Tasteless. Cannon, mass cannons and shield batteries and Void Rays against mass Stalkers and batteries and Voids, but you actually lost that Void there as well. This, yeah, it really looks like Zest is going to end up winning this.
Yeah, I feel like Zest is basically now fighting back so well that there's just nothing.
Yeah, well, the play here has to be these 2 Adepts.
Dude, check out the mini-map. Look where Trap's expanding.
He's
Taking the gold base. That's pretty
like
cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's going to be too little too late, but
it's smart. It's smart. Well, you have to do something special here, I think. He's going to unpower. He is getting Blink, so that's going to give him some options at least.
yeah, this is getting pretty brutal now. Can you push across the map with the Void Rays, I wonder? I mean, he has 5 now. That's like to the point where I almost wonder if he could just get over the Nexus and then turn him on if a fight happens and just
Yeah,
win.
yeah. He could. Like, if you don't have anything there, he could
There's
power
one
down that
battery
Nexus
here,
and turns them on. Yeah, for sure.
I think he's got, what, 2 gates that are powered right now? So it's like...
Well, you could power down the battery and then the Nexus in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But with Blink coming around, like, he needs it.
I guess this is a lot of stalkers.
He has enough stalkers, I think.
I don't know
Once
the math
Blink is
exactly
done,
with this many Void Rays versus stalkers, but...
You need to power them down real fast. Because when they turn the Void Rays on, the Void Rays will win, but that doesn't last forever, so you just blink away.
He's looking for some kind of an opening. The Stalkers are going to come back out here, try to meet these Void Rays somewhere. And the Void Ray, a very sluggish unit. He's going to spot that gold base. He's got some very good instinct right now. Okay, here we go.
All right, turns him on. Trap
Wow.
right now trying to fight. Like, he cannot be losing this gold base.
Yeah, just picking off whatever probes he can. There's 3 Void Rays remaining. And these probes basically can't get away, so he's going to kill a lot of them. I like the recall because he knows those Stalkers are going to come up and catch him. He still has 5 Void Rays total. He has some more made over here.
It's his whole army.
Yeah. Oh,
he doesn't have any ground
units.
units.
It's funny, until you pointed that out, I didn't fully appreciate that. Yeah, it is just 5 Void Rays.
It's the best type of army, Tasteless. You don't have to worry about things like terrain or, you know.
This is pretty cool. He's going to wipe the gates out here. Stalkers come back. We can't really help out.
So Zest now making an Immortal. He is making an Oracle here as well, getting the Twilight. He does have +1 halfway done since he had that Forge. Why not?
Yeah.
Of course, he will get into more than just Void Rays.
2 more gates coming down.
I'm trying to figure out what Trap's move is here. Because the
good
defense
question.
is so good at Zest space.
Well, the thing is, once you get on the map, I mean, you can get behind those minerals at the gold base. There's really not a lot that you can, you know.
Well, he has to threaten, like, counters or something.
I think so, yeah.
But as these gates finish up for Zest, that becomes harder. All right, Oracle
Dude,
flying
look
way
at
around.
this. Another gold base. That's so smart.
Oh, my God. I feel like SOS is here tonight in spirit.
This is a crazy PvP. This is one of the best PvP best of 3s we've had in a while, man.
Yeah,
the games are really interesting.
You're right. This is a very nice one. Very nice one. Trap getting charged now. Zest is taking his 3rd. Trap needs another Nexus, I think, right?
I think so, yeah. All right, not bad. No Guardian Shield on this. All right, that works. Ooh. Nice, hiccuping the mining here for these probes. That's a lot of lost gold
That is
minerals. That's a lot.
That really is. That's so much income gone.
More gates are coming down here as Trap's going to thicken up his main army.
I could see him just trying to flood, right? Like he's getting charge, and
I think
since
so,
you have the gold
yeah.
base, you can make a lot of Cellons, like a serious amount.
Oh no, it's going to go off again. Oh, that's sick.
Oh, Trap
It's
just gritted his teeth.
Yeah, well, he knows, like, if that happens, if it keeps happening, like, Zest is going to get so much bigger with the money he's getting from this.
That was so cute. All the stalkers are waiting next to that pylon.
Yeah,
he's sniping. He's like, should I blink in? No. God, the amount of damage the Zest army does against stalkers is immense.
Yeah, well, it's crazy to see how these stalkers can't quite get away. And now there's 2 immortals in the back already. No, 3. There's 1 under those Void Rays.
Yeah, that's a stalker killing army.
Yeah.
3 immortals, 3 voids. 11 stalkers against 17. God, Zest's army is so crazy right now. It kind of shows how strong Blink Stalkers truly are, that we're not just saying the game is over right now, because it's like, well, you know, there's so much maneuverability here, it's actually insane. Like, let's see what Trap can actually get done. Can he force him to go
Zest
back?
is going to close this out.
I think so.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
like, what
that's
if
the
I
recall.
destroy your natural?
No, that recall, like, I don't know how you're supposed to be able to do anything here. He just blinks up with almost as many stalkers. And that's going to be that.
Yeah.
Zest going to win the group.
Hell yes.
That doesn't bode well for our Terran bros.
That's right. And Trap, of course, is not eliminated. He'll be waiting in the final best of 3. But
yeah,
I got to hand it to to Zest, man. I mean, he played a better PvP series. That was one of the most interesting PvP series I think we've had in a while.
Yeah,
and,
that was a great PvP.
Kind of a frustrating moment for Trap there too. He played very well, but Zest basically, you know, zigged and zagged and came out on top.
He played fantastically, and this is his last season of GSL before the military.
That's right. He's hungry.
Yeah, I mean, if he could win GSL this season, that's the record for Protoss.
Yeah.
Right there. So I'm rooting for him. That'd be an awesome way to see him off.
All right, let's go to that interview now. Andy, our announcer, take it away.
Zest of Dragon Phoenix Gaming defeats Trap and he moves on to round of 8. So this is his round of 8 after 2 seasons. Congratulations, Zest. Thank you. Today you get out of the group as the #1, defeating Trap, the top seed. How do you feel?
오늘 좀 너무 정신없는 경기가 너무 많이
Well,
나와가지고
today, you know, the games were very hard for me.
머리 아파서
And, you know, it really pained me
그래도
to
1등으로
play.
올라가는 게 목표였거든요.
But my objective was to move out as the first place, so I'm really happy. The PvP against Trap was really entertaining to watch. So how was it, the PvP?
성호가 저보고 약간 그 상대하기 그 스타일이 약간 뻔하다고 했는데.
Well, before
약간
Trap mentioned that I'm an easy opponent for him to play against because of my playstyle.
전 괜찮다 생각했어요.
But you know, at the time, I thought that this was a doable game. And you showed great timing rush. And in the second game, Light Shade, it was a very fierce neck-and-neck game. But then the Dark Templar, which was gonna act as a variable, got fended off by Trap. So what was that about?
초반에 좀 유리해가지고.
Well, the second game, I definitely had the lead in the beginning. So I thought I was ahead.
실수가 좀 나와가지고.
But then I made some mistakes with the observers.
올라갔는데 암흑기사로 운 좋게 이기나 했는데.
And I thought I would be able to clutch the game with the DTs, but that got fended off as well, unfortunately. And in the last game, it was the same strategy from you both going for the Void Race. So, but you won that game. So what was that about? And I was supposed to lose that game, but I was ahead in supply.
원희삭 선수가 저 플레이를 되게 잘해가지고.
And Parting is actually exceptional at this play.
막으면서 생각했던 게 이제 캐논으로 막으면.
And as I was defending, I thought that if I go for the Karen, I would lose. So I didn't go for the cannon. So that was the story about the PvP. Alright, let's talk about the PvT against Key now. The first game, you lost that game, but the later 2 games you won. When you were attacked by his medevac drop, it felt like you were very irritated. So if you look back in that game, what do you think?
의료선이 만나가지고 본진으로 그렇게 안 올 줄 알았는데 제가 좀.
You know, I thought the medevac wouldn't come into my base because before the Warp Prism met with the medevac, but you know that really caught me off guard. But then you showed phenomenal defense in the later games to win the match. And you used the Blink Stalkers so well, you blinked at the right timings to clutch the win. So what was the background behind the aggression today?
상대가 그 해병이랑 하연차랑 같이 러시로 왔기
Well, the opponent came in rushing with the Marines and the Hellions.
병력이 당장에는 없었을 거라 판단해가지고.
And if I went for the other direction, I knew that the opponent would have enough army at his base to defend my army. And Zest, I'm guessing the players' provocations regarding your army didn't work today. Yeah, it seemed like it didn't really hurt my mentality.
잘 하고 왔나 그게 궁금해가지고 제가 물어봤어요.
확실히 군대 생각도 하시면서 임하고 있는 이번 시즌.
So Zest, this is your last season before going to the army. So I guess you have a lot of thoughts. And you've always, in the past, you've always been in the group of death. But this time you're in the group of A, so are you happy with the group?
A조 제가 2018년도에
In 2018,
그렇게 잘하지 못해가지고 A조를 자주 갔었는데.
I wasn't so good at the time, so I went into Group A a lot. And at the time, my results were good. So when I went into Group A this time, I was really happy. And Juan Lopez, special, actually said whoever buys him Gopchang beef tripe would be picked by him. So you were picked. So did you buy him Gopchang?
9시 이후에는
No, I couldn't because right now the coronavirus level is level 4 right now, so I couldn't treat him to gopchang at a restaurant because it's closed after 9.
자, 이제 8강 이야기 해보겠습니다.
Alright, let's go with the round of 8 now. The round of 8 opponent will be the second place of Group B. So in that group, there's Maru, Solar, Dream, and one more player.
성유만 아니면 된다는 생각으로 그래가지고 오늘
So you know my mindset is as long as it's not Maru,
조성주
I'm happy.
이제 비조에서 무조건 1등.
and I'm sure Maru is gonna get out the group as the first place. So I'm pretty happy.
자신감인가요?
So is it that you can beat any player except Maru? That's right.
주성 선수 이번 시즌 활약 기대하면서
Well, we look forward to your plays in this season, Zest. So before you go, anything you want to say?
했는데 오늘 너무
Well, I tried really hard
실수가
today,
너무 많아가지고
but I did make some
그
mistakes.
부분에 대해서 좀 고쳐서
So I'm gonna have to fix that.
알겠습니다. 다시 한번 8강 진출
Once again,
축하드립니다.
congratulations on your advancement. Thank you.
자, 이렇게 첫 번째 8강
Thank you,
진출자
Andy.
주성우 선수 만나봤고요.
All right,
계속해서
Zest moving on. That's a cool
GSL
surprise here. I
진행하겠습니다.
actually really welcome that. It is going to be very tough, though, for Trap to not advance. I think the Terran players are in a tough spot.
Zest is easier to beat in the matchup than Trap is. Trap
Yeah.
is just so bulletproof. So
Yeah.
it is very tough, but I think that they both have potential. They both really prepared well for Terran versus Protoss.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially considering the group has 2 Protoss. You have to beat Protoss to get out. So we'll see how it goes.
We're going to go to a quick break, guys. We'll be right back. Bye-bye.